Are you hands off as a dad? In particular, I want to dive into a story that I hear a lot where there's a particular type of dad that either didn't grow up with a dad or his dad was one where was very maybe abusive, maybe very angry, was very contentious with life. And so as a child growing up, we had to learn you don't get to express your feelings around dad. And so you almost shut down a lot of those operating systems and that code of who you are. Fast forward, you become a dad. And there's this feeling on the inside that you don't know where it comes from, but it's a tingling piece of anxiety. It happens maybe every time your kids lose their cool, every time there's a meltdown, every time something happens, fill in the blank. And you feel like you got to pull back. And you almost have this hands-off approach to parenting. Because if you get involved, you might have to feel something. You might have to make a mistake. This is very common, especially for dads that find success at work, but really struggle within the home. That there's almost this common dad story that their life has kind of become a self-fulfilling prophecy in some cases, because maybe you're not just pulling back, but maybe you're reflecting what your dad taught you of how to show up, which is through anger, which is through contentment. This is through punishment. And you don't really know that your life is running on a pattern. Those moments where you're hands off, that's your moment to go in, to lean in. I talk about fatherhood being a modality for healing, to growing through fatherhood, but you have to receive the invitation. Now, it's a hot mess invitation in this case. And sometimes it may be a beautiful invitation of going to play catch outside with your son. Other times, it's a feeling of pulling back that really hurts. Wherever this moment happens, I just want you to pause and think about, what could I do differently to get a different result than I've always gotten? Because remember, you are exactly where you are because of every decision you've made. So if you want a new result that you've never had, you need to make new decisions and do things that you've never done. And so think about just that moment. It only takes 5 seconds to really change these types of moments. How can you grow in this struggle to really where you want to go? Think about that. And I'll be back again with you tomorrow.